Now, Justin Lee is one of the 9 USC students who spent spring break in Greece, but they weren't there to soak up the sun. They were volunteering at a refugee camp. Justin is here to talk to us about what he saw. Justin, thank you for coming in today.
Yeah, of course. So I went over there with a group of 8 other students, and we really didn't know what to expect. We saw a lot of things on the internet, just videos and pictures of what a refugee camp would be like. But when we first got there, a lot of us were really passionate about the Syrian refugee crisis, and that's what we thought we were mainly going to be working on. But it turns out they only amounted to be a certain percentage of the camp, and a majority of them were actually from Africa, other parts of the Middle East, and from Asia as well. You know, just like you see online, just you can imagine a room that's supposed to be made for about 4 people. There'd be like up to 30 people crammed into one room. Most of them, however, were living in tents, and these tents were provided by like the UN organizations such as Euro Relief. And yeah, just one of the most impactful things that I heard was from refugee that a shared sentiment amongst all of them is that whether you go to prison or jail, you kind of know when your sentence is going to end or whether you're not going to make it out at all. But when you're at a refugee camp, because the application process and the interview process is so tedious, they really don't have no idea when they're going to leave.
And you know, I know you had long shifts during your time on the island of Lesbos. Why did you decide to spend your spring break in the island volunteering?
So, you know, when everyone does their spring break, to each their own. I just didn't want to go to, you know, I guess something that everyone else was doing. And in college, there's like vacations that give us time to give back. That's something that I don't really see myself having the time to do when I'm older. So I just want to take the opportunity to go with my close friends to go just volunteer and see what this refugee crisis was all about, because I think seeing it for firsthand is really impactful. Yeah.
And I guess last question would be, was there a moment while you were in the camps that you'll forever remember and that it was just like a takeaway for you?
Just seeing some of the refugees, and you know, there were a variety of emotions that were shared amongst them. A lot of them were sad, a lot of them were happy, but most of them were sharing some kind of shared frustration. And even though all they had to look forward to was just waking up, eating 3 meals a day, and going back to bed, there were refugees that decided to even volunteer and help us out with distributing aid and food. So that just came to show that a lot of these people, you know, they all have a lot to look forward to, and that they're just wanting to pick up their lives and go forward. It's just a matter of when they're going to be able to get out of there.
Well, thank you so much, Justin. Back to you guys at the desk.